Hey, what's up? This is Dillio coming to you a week 10 of making the Majykbox album, and in this video I'm going to talk about the process moving forward. It's week 10. Definitely things aren't moving as fast as I want them to, but I really feel like I'm starting to get used to hearing my voice again when I record. I don't know if you ever deal with the same thing yourself, where you're recording vocals and you still kind of don't like what you're hearing, even though you do your best and you sound good and you're on key and your timing is good and your lyric delivery is good, yet you still kind of have trepidations about how your voice sounds. And then, you know, at the end of the day, I have to kind of say, hey man, I need to love my voice the way it sounds, how I sing and stuff like that. And I actually leaked a little bit of what I was working on Instagram. I normally don't do that. I'm trying to keep this album under super tight wraps, but I was so proud of the vocal that I cut on there. I just had to share a little piece of it, and that's on my Instagram page right there if you want to hear it. And as I continue to work on this album, I'm still kind of focusing on direction. Where do I go? What do I talk about? You know, and this album, you know, this album is primarily going to be a tall box album, and you know, but it's still going to be an R&B singing album. So it's kind of like, how do I split it up to get one half of it talk box, other half of it me singing and rapping and stuff like that, and kind of finding a balance to mix the two, because I feel like I have so much to give. And you know, I'm trying to do 25 songs on it, and since I got FL Studio back out, I've been really hitting the trap soul and the trap music hard. It's just, trap just pours out. If you want to go trap like today's sound, FL Studio is the way to go. Even for the EDM and pop music stuff I want to do, I am starting to be interested in experimenting not on Maschine but on FL Studio, mainly for the automation is the key thing. Native Instruments has yet to advance their automation to where you can draw in your automation, and you know, I think that when I start doing my EDM music and my pop music for this album, there's dynamics, there's changes, there's rises, and there's falls. And in the past, when I've tried to do that with Maschine, it's been hard to get that. I mean, yeah, you can do a velocity switch on the pad and kind of make drums and automate risers and design risers, and it's just a pain to automate that in Maschine. So I definitely hope that they do update that in the future. So FL Studio has kind of been snuck back in and kind of let me know, hey man, I got your back. And I'm like, yeah, you're an old friend, let's go ahead and make music again. And the last time I did an album primarily off of FL Studio was The Love I've Seen, which was 2 or 3 albums ago. So to continue to come back to those old production methods and to hear how effective they are, because at this point, even though it's a valley time in my life and I'm not exactly where I want to be on a lot of things, I must say that sometimes I think through that pain and through that rain, you sometimes the best music gets squeezed out of you from the emotions that you feel. And I definitely think that's what's going on with this project. And you know, I think for the first time I'm going to try and address some political, social issues that I've been seeing. And I know that I don't really talk about that a lot on this channel, and you know, because this channel is mainly about the creation of music, but at the same time I feel like it's time I want to say more about what's going on in Flint, Michigan, what's going on with the current administration. You know, there's a lot of things that are going on that I understand that are happening that I don't like. I'm the type of person to be really slow to judge because I don't know everyone's circumstance, and I definitely hear mixed opinions in my field outside of music. But you know, there are some things that are going on I don't like, and I want to speak out about it in my music and talk about how I feel. You know, I hate hearing about the water situation in my hometown. If you don't know, I'm from Flint, Michigan, and you know, and I'll put it out there like this. You know, we'll send a bomb for somebody hurting their people over there, but we'll keep the person hurting the people here in office, especially when it comes to the water. So, you know, I'll talk about those things, and if it turns off some people, you know, if they don't really know my intent and my heart underneath our disagreements, then I don't want them listening to my music anyway. And you know, but you know, it's definitely a value moment. You know, YouTube is going through changes again. It seems like they just can't stop going through changes that don't benefit the user. It's always something going on with YouTube that hurts the creators, that affects the creators in a negative way. They make changes to the format, change subscribership, change everything, and it just really takes the fun out of YouTube. And so revenues are fluctuating and stuff like that. But, you know, I am pretty much at this point, you know, letting go of the whole full-time YouTuber thing. You know, I don't think I am in a demographic that blows up. I'm not a girl doing makeup. I'm not vegan. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not gay. I am African-American male to my knowledge. And unless I'm acting a fool on here and doing something stupid or crazy, I'm not going to get that same subscribership and viewership that a lot of other ethnic groups and sexual, whatever you want to call it, gets, and I understand that. But I still have to remain true to who I am. And yes, I do have a very silly side, and I love to have a laugh, and I love to act a fool. But my best thing that I can put forward, I feel, is my music. The only problem with that is that it's such a subjective thing that people can have opinions about it, good or bad, you know. And music isn't really the #1 commodity right now with so many streaming options out there. But this is what I do. This is what I love to create. So am I making a lot of money making albums? No, but I love to create. I love to sing. Even though it may not feel good sometimes, and it doesn't feel good working on this album right now. It feels good, I think, the most when I work on an album and I dump it on and I work on a song. I put a rough copy on my phone and I listen to it at work, and it turns out really good. That's when it feels good. But the grinding part and the doing takes after take after take of getting that vocal just right and getting the mix just right and still adjusting to this room with all these reflections, you know, you know, and it's not like I don't know that I can put dampenings in this room. It's not like that. Sometimes you just want to focus on things that you just want to focus on the creation regardless of the flawed problems, you know. So that's important to me. So as I continue, you know, I'm going to continue to work on this album, diversify the topics that I do, diversify the types of music that I'm going to do. And I think I'm finding a working groove now as far as getting albums done and getting the song done and writing lyrics and making beats. Definitely have a lot of fun with FL Studio. I probably will experiment with it more, and you know, I'm going to continue to have fun with that. So that's what's going on. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like button. Not sure if that makes a difference, but it makes a difference to me. You can help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers as I continue to work on this album and drop some hot music for y'all to buy later on. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go stop the camera now, edit it, get it on YouTube, and I'll see you guys later for the next remake video. Michael Jackson's Why will be next. Peace.